What's up, guys? Welcome back to Lifelong Learning, Episode 2. Today we're going to talk about life, and specifically that life is fucking awesome. And I don't think we realize that. And I really want to invite you guys to wake the fuck up. Alright? To wake up to the reality. Not just the fact, but the reality that our lives are pretty fucking cool. And I don't think we appreciate the modern age as much as we can. And why am I saying we should wake up? Why am I saying we should be a little bit more grateful and appreciate how amazing the world is? Well, because it makes us happy. And let me tell you why. All right. So this morning, I'm on my way to work, right? It's about 9:30 a.m. I'm in my little, nice dress shirt and in these plaid slacked pants. I'm on my way to work and man, it's kind of hot outside today, and man, I don't really want to feel I don't really want to go to work, and I'm not really feeling like I want to be there. Instead, I want to just do something else and just laze around. But I get on the T, which is the subway, and you know what? The subway fucking smells, man. It smells. It's packed. I mean, not only are all the seats taking, but even the standing little area where you could hold on to the bars or hold on to the little handles above, all that's taken. It's packed. It's smelly. There's a homeless dude in the corner that's half naked. There's people drinking at 9 a.m. I mean, and then there's the other person who comes in with their entire fucking breakfast as they're holding two bowls and a fucking coffee, and then they spill the coffee. Now it's everywhere. And dude, the tea this morning was just crazy. And here I am, sardined, fucking tired as shit because I got up early and I went to the gym early and all this shit. And it's man, I was just not in the mood. I was not in the mood. And my music wasn't playing. I was trying to listen to a podcast, alright? I was trying to listen to a podcast today and it just wasn't playing because the T, whenever you're on the T and it goes underground, you have no service. You have no fucking service, right? And you get mad and you get upset. You say, why isn't my TikTok loading? Why isn't my podcast loading? I have no service for 20 minutes. The whole world is ending. But you know what I did? Here I am on the T. My back is sweaty. I'm tired as fuck. It's 9:30. I don't want to go to work. It smells like shit in here. It's packed. It's so just garbage, right? I put on some music. And you know what? I take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. And I put on some Japanese funk music. And I'm listening to it. And I'm really just kind of vibing along with it. I'm really starting to get into it. I really just listen to the guitar riffs and the drum beat in the back. And the piano doing its little thing, starting to get into its little solo. And suddenly I start tapping my foot. And then I say, oh wow, this song's really fucking good. And I start bobbing my head back and forth. Start bobbing my head and I'm like, oh shit, man, this guitar is really getting into it. And suddenly it goes into a guitar solo and I'm full out. I'm full smiling. I'm bobbing my head, tapping my foot. I'm looking all good and shit on this train, on this crappy little cramped T. And I'm smiling now. And I'm going on, I'm looking really, when someone's really into the music they're listening to and their entire body is moving, they're getting into that shit. I was getting into it, man. And you know what? I realized something at that moment. Because people started looking at me. They're looking at me like, dude, what is this kid doing dressed in a plaid button down and some nice Uniqlo dress pants? Where bro's going to work at 9:30 a.m. in a cramped T when it's smelly and it's awful and whatever. And bro was happy. Everyone was looking at me like I was crazy. And then I thought about it. I was like, I think these people are the crazy ones. They're looking at me like I'm crazy because I'm genuinely enjoying the moment and I'm enjoying the music. And I realized something in that moment as everyone else is looking at their phone like zombies, annoyed that they're not getting service and they can't watch their stupid fucking TikToks. And I realized something at that moment that 150 years ago, you couldn't do what I was doing. There were no phones. Even fucking 2 decades ago, there were no phones. There's no AirPods. There's no being able to stream every song ever at your fingertips. No. Because 150 years ago, the turntable, the gramophone, wasn't even fucking invented. If you wanted to listen to music in 1873, right, 150 years ago, if you want to listen to music in 1873, you had to put on your shoes, go outside, and pay a crazy amount to see a live performance by like an orchestra or some sort of musician of sorts, or B, find someone who played music and begged them. You had to beg them, please play something for me, and it probably would be shit. They probably weren't formally trained, it probably would sound like dog shit. And that's what you had to do. You had to either pay a fuck ton of money or find some shitty musician. Not saying they're a shitty musician, but just say find some fucking musician. But today, every song in history is like 2 or 3 clicks away. And for free on YouTube and Spotify. Dude, what the fuck? Do you realize that? Do you realize that shit? That every song, you want to listen to Elvis, you want to listen to Mozart, you want to listen to Herbie Hancock, you want to listen to Taylor Swift, you want to listen to some Chinese artist that I can't even pronounce, you want to listen to a Japanese song that I was listening to this morning, I don't even know its name, because it's not in English, it's in Japanese, it's in kanji, it's in Japanese, I can't read that shit. I can't even tell you the song. I can't even tell you the song I was listening to this morning. I cannot tell you the name of it. That is incredible. Some of you guys might be like, dude, you're just like, what the fuck, Armand? But like, that's insane to me. That's fucking insane that I could go and find any song I ever wanted. And I don't think we appreciate that enough. And everyone on the train was looking at me like I was crazy. But in fact, when I was reflecting on it, I'm like, no, these people are crazy because they don't realize that within their phones is every piece of recorded history. Are dozens of lectures and free classes on Spotify and YouTube. Are millions of books and ideas and poems just a click away. Every song ever, movies and television, people have devoted their entire lives to just a click away. Do you understand how incredible Amazon's 2-day shipping is? You could have something in China. Well, I'm pretty sure they're in warehouses all over. But like, shit from across the world be created and then shipped to you, and 2 days later it's on your doorstep. Sometimes there's even 1-day shipping. Or same day. You could order something. I've ordered shit on Amazon, like an umbrella or some batteries or whatever. It came the same fucking day. Dude, what? What the fuck? We could order sushi, pizza, Mexican food, Indian, Chinese food, Mongolian, Ethiopian, any cuisine you want, as long as it's around you, from your phone, and have it delivered in like 20 minutes. Do you understand that? Do you see the world we're living in? This is incredible. This is insane. Like we are eating food. I want you to think about this. We are eating food that kings and queens, fucking royalty, leaders of countries wouldn't be eating 2 centuries ago. I don't think like Queen Elizabeth's great-great-great-great-great-grandmother, if she was a queen or a king or in the royal family, I don't think she was eating like, well, she definitely wasn't eating like Trader Joe's, the masterpieces that come out of Trader Joe's. I doubt she was eating like fucking Thai curry, Thai green curry. I can make that right now. I have all the ingredients in my fridge. And I'm going to make that after this. But, like, guys, I don't think we realize how incredible the life we are living is. And I know this isn't, like, some crazy insight. I'm saying this is, last time I talked about stoicism and overcoming anxiety. Now I'm talking about the fact that, like, dude, we have every song ever at our fingertips. But, like, seriously, like, wake the fuck up, guys. Because so many people are stuck in their own little worlds, stuck in their own little minds, getting worried and anxious and upset, and getting all twisted and turned over and all this shit. But it's like, guys, everything you've ever wanted is just a click away. I was listening to this lecture on ancient Greece. It's really great. It's called, so number one, it's a lecture series called The Great Courses. This one's about ancient history, and specifically this great professor called Jeremy McInerney, I think? Jeremy McInerney. He's hosting this lecture. Great. It's on Audible. It's about like a 12-hour lecture, but it goes through 24 lessons about ancient Greece. Amazing. Right now I'm learning about this one period where Athens, the city of Athens, which is kind of like the epicenter of ancient Greece. We think about, ancient Greece. Athens is really what we all think about in terms of democracy and flourishing and poems and all that shit. In 550 BC, about 2,500 years ago, there was a Greek ruler. He was a tyrant. Now, that's not the same idea of what we have tyrants, right? Our conception of tyrants are like evil people at the top that assert themselves. This guy wasn't necessarily evil. Like, he was actually really, really good. His name was Pisistratus. He was great for ancient Athens. He just was, a sole ruler. And one of the big reforms that Pisistratus is known for is the fact that he put a fountain in the city center. And you might be asking, well, dude, what the fuck is special about a fountain? It's just a fountain. There are fountains everywhere in the city, in Boston and New York and San Francisco, wherever. Like, there are fucking fountains everywhere. Why is this ruler 2,500 years ago in ancient Greece special because he made a fountain? Because this meant Athenian women didn't have to go to the river or to the water, to the well outside of Athens every single time they wanted water. They just had to go to the city center and pick up water. That was it. That's why he was so famous, because he just made people's lives easier, because he just put a fountain in the middle of the city where people could go and get water. Because let's think about this. 2,500 years ago, in ancient Athens, you had to lug water in big jugs and carry them, either on your head or on the side, do farmers' walks, a mile, half a mile back to your house. And oftentimes you'd spill it, and if you dropped it, you're fucked. You had to go all the way back just to drink fucking water, and you'd be sweating and tired and all that bullshit. Now we have running water everywhere we go. We have so much fucking water that we use it to literally get rid of our shit. I'm not here to talk about plumbing, but like, I seriously think we do not realize how incredible this modern age is that we're living in. And that we can be a lot more fucking grateful for it. Our lives are amazing. And we need to really wake the fuck up and realize that. Because so many people don't. They're stuck in their minds, unhappy, always worrying about the smallest bullshit. And they don't realize that they could literally learn for free just by Googling a few things on the internet. So, I took that train into work, and now I'm grateful for that, because it's like, I was thinking about this, dude, I could scale the entire, 3-4 mile city of Boston in like 30 minutes because of that train. 3 or 4 miles in like 30 minutes. Incredible. We have technology that opens sliding doors and brings us all around the city. Right? We have airplanes. What the fuck? We have airplanes. I could go from Boston to Dubai in less than a day. Across the world! I can go across the fucking world in less than a day. And it might seem like some of you guys watching this might be like, dude, Armand, you're getting way too hyped. But I seriously don't think we realize how amazing that is. Like, holy shit. We can FaceTime people in China and in California at the same time and see each other and talk to each other at the same time. Have you played a video game recently? That shit looks like reality. The Apple Vision Pro is coming out in like 4 months, 4, 5, 6 months, and we can see that. We're gonna be immersed in like the metaverse. Like, what? I'm gonna wrap this up because like I'm getting so excited and I need to just like calm down. But like, seriously, guys, realize how incredible life is and the modern technologies that we have and the things that we take for granted. You know, whether it be the newest piece of technology or AI innovation, or simply the fact that you are drinking coffee that was sourced by Ethiopian farmers' hands. You are drinking coffee that is from Ethiopia. Like, think about that. Like, seriously think about that. And think about how much effort and turmoil and struggle it took for that coffee bean to get to your coffee cup. And it all happened. We are truly blessed to be living in this modern society where we have so much amazing, great shit at our fingertips. And this isn't me saying that like we've reached the pinnacle and that there are no problems in the world, because life can get better, right? Like, we have a lot of social ills. We have a lot of problems in society. There are a lot of shit that needs to be fixed. But holy fuck, man, life is amazing. So please do yourself a favor and wake the fuck up. Thank you guys for watching. I know this episode was very stream of consciousness, but I really was moved and I really wanted to share this with you today because holy fuck, dude, like, really appreciating how small things are incredible. Like, appreciating the fact that I'm recording myself right now, like, that makes me just so happy and grateful. So seriously, just appreciate these small things. It's that simple. Thank you guys for listening to Lifelong Learning. I really appreciate it. If you found this interesting or insightful, please tell me about it, share it with a friend, find me on Twitter, Threads, or Instagram, or all that stuff. I'm really putting a lot of effort into Twitter and Threads, guys. I highly recommend, if you want to get more insights centered around psychology, philosophy, and self-development, like, that is where you should go, because honestly, I'm not really enjoying Instagram very much, to be real. Thank you guys for listening to Lifelong Learning. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next episodes. Peace.